Okay. We're going to go ahead and get started, but I want to get started with the Pledge of Allegiance. I know Patsy's dying to get into the minutes. So, all right. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you, Rick. You're not getting that back, by the way.
First, I'd like to welcome Cheryl Dobbs, the director of the Danville Library. Sorry, I got to change my mind where I am. Thank you for coming tonight. As you know, we've talked about library appointment in a couple of our past meetings. And so we were going to talk to you more about that tonight. Did you want to lead in that?
No,
about
I
our
didn't. I wasn't
discussion?
aware of that. So have we called the meeting to order then, or?
Well, I thought we did when we said the
Right,
pledge.
but I didn't know if we wanted to go with the minutes first. Are the minutes required at the beginning?
Let's go ahead and do this if that's okay. So we had a gentleman come, library appointment, there's a position open that we appoint, and his name was Greg Francois.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
good. Remember.
yeah. And the board took it and talked to him about that, but he wouldn't be
Residence
Eligible
requirement.
until
Yeah.
December.
until the end of December, I believe. And so we didn't know how soon you needed an appointment.
It's fine. We think he's a really good guy and he's put a lot of effort into applying and being available.
Okay.
So we would love him.
So
to
he's
be
already reached out to you then?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
been
great.
involved with our foundation, which we just, our friends who became the Danville Library Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been volunteering.
Yes.
But we don't have a problem with getting a quorum.
Okay.
So, and everybody else is good. So we can wait if that's okay with you guys.
No, it's fine. There aren't any other candidates, so that's where we're at.
So it might be the first thing that we do in January because I think December 29th is the first day he's eligible, like,
Okay.
because it's a 2-year requirement,
2 years.
yeah. So if that's okay with you, we'll put that as part of our minutes and make sure we do that at our first meeting for the year.
That'd be awesome.
Thank you. Was there anything else you'd like to talk to us about while you're
Just
here?
that the library is doing really well. I'm actually the interim director.
Okay,
So I'll be here until full-time until December of 27 or so.
No,
And then,
it's hardly interim.
yeah, I know, there's a lot to do. So we got our finances straightened out and recently are getting ready to end our audit and get a good response from the Crow auditors from the State Board of Accounts, working with the State Board of Accounts. So
Yeah.
I'm really pleased that things are financially straightened up, that we've created a foundation, that programs are going strong, and we're getting ready to do a replacement bond. So our bond that we have now will pay off at the end of 26. So we're in the process of creating that new bond. It'll just be a replacement bond, no increase in taxes, to move forward and be able to really do some work on the Carnegie end of the building. All of the construction that we've done has kind of gone new, that direction. And this is crumbling over here. So we want to make sure that the heritage of our Carnegie building is healthy and solid for the future. So that's kind of our.
I've talked to a few people that are involved with the library, and they're very happy with the direction you're headed. They love what you're doing.
As a Danville resident, it's the treat for me to
Oh,
spend
just,
some time doing it.
that's a great building.
thank you so much.
Thank you very
It's
much.
nice to meet you. So our next order of business is our minutes. And
Patsy made a correction. Under Patsy Wynn made a motion to approve the August 26, 2025. I forgot the word minutes there.
okay, just
just
write
need
it
to
in.
add
So
Yeah.
I will add that in.
Yeah.
And I've read them and you did a nice job.
Thank you.
Would you like to waive the reading out loud then of the minutes? Is that okay with everybody?
It's fine with me. It's
Okay.
okay with everyone else.
I'd like a motion. Do you have a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes of our last meeting.
And I'll second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Easy.
Yeah. Okay, our next order of business is the 2026
I
budget.
don't know, and really, it's just approval, it's the same thing that we had
This
the
is-
last meeting.
Not part of the budget, that's something different. So we'll do this first. So we got the draft at the last meeting. And I was just gonna look and just make sure it was what we had seen. So is there any discussion to what we had received at the last meeting on the budget that was presented?
To my knowledge, there's been no change. has
No,
there,
no
Bill?
changes.
No,
at all.
this is the
that
same.
was presented at the last meeting.
Yep.
Okay.
No changes, I didn't, no.
So at the end of this budget, if we approve township assistance specifically at the 72,820,
Mhm.
do you know what the end of the year projected cash would be?
Projected?
Yeah,
No, for 2026, no.
yeah,
I have no idea until we see what cases come in.
okay.
Actually, we won't have any figures really for 2026.
No, it's 27, that's the tricky
2027,
one,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, 2027, because things are,
We don't know, yeah, nobody knows where.
nobody can tell us what's really happening at the legislature.
Well, the reason why I ask is just because I don't want to run that into zero for the end of 26. And the budget this year was for 41,200.
Mhm.
And so you're putting a 76% increase on that budget. And I know you talked about increase in, needs, but this year you haven't seen that. I've looked at the numbers and you're at the same as you were the
Mhm.
past couple of years. So I just don't want to run that budget so there's no cash at all for 27. You see my concern?
No, not at all.
Does that
So you're concerned that, question, you're
Yeah.
concerned that if we don't leave something in there and there is something that the state will take it,
No, the state can't take your cash,
okay?
but there's no tax rate on that fund. And, any of our funds, except for fire, which is great. But so the increase proposed on that budget line item is 76%, $31,620. There's an increase for that. And I think maybe that's just more than I'm willing to approve because I don't see the need this year. I didn't see it last year. I didn't see it the year before that. If there is a need next year, we can do an additional mid-year, and that's fine. So you're never out of money that way, out of appropriation. But I think
But, so what harm is there to have it budgeted?
because I don't see that there's a need for it.
But what harm is it to have it budgeted?
Because I don't like to budget my household for money that I don't intend to spend, and so that's
But
kind of
the
how.
money's there, and if we
But you
need
just
it,
told me you don't know if it's there.
no, it is there. It's right there in black and white. We discussed this the last time, but if we don't use it, it's left over. So I don't understand how you're saying we're gonna be
Would
out
it
of
not be
money.
a cash balance if it wasn't used?
Correct.
Yes,
Wouldn't
it
it go
would be a
So I
cash
don't
balance.
understand where you're coming up with, we won't have any money left.
Well, if you spent the whole 72,620,
But you're saying we're not going to based on what you've seen. So you can't go both ways. I'm not willing to change it. So
Is it
we're at an impasse.
72,820 or 620?
72,820.
820, okay, because that's what I've written down.
I leave it up to you two on the board also. We all three make this decision, but that's my only
And if there was a
concern.
concern, it should have been brought up the last
I
time
did bring
rather
it
than,
up. I did bring it up.
I know,
last
and
time.
there was no conversation or anything had since then. So to bring it up at the date
I
we're
make
supposed
a
to be
motion
signing.
to approve the 2026 budget as presented.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All those opposed, or sorry,
Can we ask questions?
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
I'm sorry to be
No,
ignorant
you're
of
fine,
this.
you're fine, I understand.
So these do not get tax rates?
Correct.
Correct. That's the monies that we should be receiving from the state. There's
Right.
always a little bit of fluctuation,
I
but
understand.
I just haven't
Okay.
budgeted in those. If we don't spend it, even though I've budgeted there, that means we have that surplus. So we're not gonna run out of money. I'm not sure where that's coming from.
And I'm sorry,
No.
I don't know
no.
enough about this.
I know,
to-
it's all new. It's good.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
So I have a motion on the floor and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Myself. So it's 2-1, motion carries. All right, so this isn't on our agenda, but we could do it. I'll let you guys sign. Next order of business is the salary resolution, the resolution to recommend salaries for officers and employees. Are there any changes to this from last year?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'll let you guys look at it. See if we have discussion.
I have no problem with what was presented. So I would recommend that the salaries of the township officers and employees be accepted, number 25, resolution number 2507.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Okay. And she writes.
I think I've got it written down correctly.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. All right. Is there any more new business on the floor?
Fortunately, no.
I'd like to make a comment about the conference this year.
Yeah.
I thought the conference was really well done. We had a lot of things going on. I was interested in cemeteries and how you clean the stones, how you replace the stones and all that. So I got kind of really involved in that and found out a lot of information and was very pleased with that. And I'd like to, discuss that with the board at a time when I'm not hurting and feel prepared. But it was really good, and there were other things with the ethics that we had to attend. So if Beth went and I went, and so we don't have to do this ethics course that the state is going to start requiring. So we kind of got through that, and you may have already done that through what you're doing.
I have to do it for the state library. It's probably the same, but I'm not positive.
Well, it was, the presenter was very, very good. I learned an awful lot. Some of that I really wish I didn't know. But other than that, it was really a good conference and enjoyed it and everything. So I hope, Beth, you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I know Beth enjoyed Connor Prairie. I didn't go to walk. So anyway, but I just wanted to let the other board members know.
You had mentioned something I thought was really interesting. She met a gentleman that repairs the headstones of like the Civil War era. And I mean, just the ones that are just had been out there for hundreds of years and are in disrepair. You were gonna get more information for us
More
about that.
information, and he will
Yes.
come and talk to us for nothing expected. He repaired, I can't remember the township, maybe Delaware Township. There's a Civil War part of the cemetery, and he repaired 27 headstones that were damaged and all that for only $6,000. And I thought that was, I couldn't believe it when he said the price, and I think the other people there gasped.
And there used to be grants out there through
Yeah.
DNR, so,
So, I
yeah.
mean, and I was really, really impressed with this gentleman. Also, they had, there's this company, and he's part of it, that has this wash material that washes the headstones and gets them back to their original look and everything. And I think it has something to do with it. I don't want to say shuns the grass, but repels the grass and whatever.
Yeah.
And they were telling me that the lawnmowers that they should use to do the cemeteries, they should mow flush with the headstones, and you shouldn't have to weed eat so that stuff won't blow. And the reason I know that is because my grandson just bought one, and I looked at it and I couldn't believe it. And it mows flush with the ground and right even with the headstone, and you don't get any of that blowback. And we had a few complaints for people about the grass being stuck on the headstones, and they were trying to get it off themselves. And some of these women are 80 years old, and they've got no business crawling around down there at the cemetery. But that's something I thought we could look into later. But thank you for your interest in listening.
You know, there's something I wanted to talk to you about the library real quick. Is there something that we as the township can help you with or assist you with? Because, you know, I'm looking, you know, to see what we could get more involved in. You know, things like sheltering wings. You know, can we facilitate a program for the families up there or something? And like I said, Danville, as you're very aware, Center Township is just growing exponentially, and there's a lot of need. And, you know, if we could start to, you know, a reading program or something to get those families involved.
We would certainly love to partner with them, and I'm sure that Avon Library is involved with them as well. Because they used to be really close to your building, didn't they?
Yeah, they used our
Mhm.
property.
Right. But some of the things that, I mean, just come to mind, we need to stay in touch as I think about it more. But like your conversation about the headstone repair and things like that, we have an Indiana room. And having programs that are related to Danville and to, you know, preserving our history would be great. We do have a really good literacy program already in place, and we would love to make sure that the kids who need to come are coming. And of course, in Danville, we don't have a sheltering wings in Danville, do we?
Yeah, it's by the hospital.
By the hospital.
It is. You know where the
Wait,
senior center is?
wait.
Oh,
No.
well, anyway,
It's a domestic abuse shelter.
Okay, I see.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
know
didn't
we
think
deal
about
with
that.
this. I
Thank
just-
you.
They don't-
In my
they
head,
don't-
that was in Avon. So if that's actually in our district, we absolutely would want to get involved
Yes.
with that.
I went to another program that they had on having different things set up for the children and things like that, like in a food pantry and whatever. And what they have found luck with is every child wants a birthday cake. And they have found a way to take like a metal pan, and they get it at the dollar store, and they get the cake mix and whatever goes into the cake, but they use a Coke they use a Coca-Cola, a canned Coke, for the sweetness, to get it sweet, the sugar and all that kind of stuff. And they baked one, and I'm gonna tell you what, it was good, it looked pretty. And the parents, when they get this, they get the icing, the candles, and everything. It's just all in this one, you know, metal box, you know, with the plastic lid on top of it. And the children, they said, love that more than anything. You know, more than getting clothes and all this kind of, they wanted a birthday cake. And I thought, you know, I was gonna talk to Bill about that too. And it's so simple. I mean, you know, I don't money to come to the dollar store. I didn't pay.
We also can have outreach where we do story times at other locations. So that's,
I love
you know,
that.
that's an option.
This is certainly open for that. So, and Patsy and I have talked about it. I go, Guy, who does our investigations into the cases and stuff. We're looking at a coat program for this winter. So
Yeah, we'd love to partner with you.
Yes. Perfect. Okay, Rick, gentlemen, anything?
You can always throw money at our Love the Love program that we do.
At your what?
Love the Love programs, we make sure every school child
Well, that'd be good.
gets a pair of gloves at Christmas.
Did not know that.
Well,
I didn't
I didn't
either.
either.
I mean, thank you
Gloves
for
of
bringing
love?
that up.
I did not know that.
I read something about the Cascade, they're doing some farm. Yeah, I saw that the other day, I was like.
Okay. I mean, we could get all this stuff together, yes. And I know our board is active in all that and they love doing that, so.
But the one thing that I was impressed with is this, what they told me. In fact, every one of the township people that spoke, there were 5 of them. Like I said, the most important things those kids loved were those birthday cakes. Because their parents couldn't afford to go buy a birthday cake. And here you go to a food pantry and you ask for birthday cake and you tell them the year and you get the candles, the icing, the cake mix, and then of course the Coke. I didn't understand that at first, but when I tasted the cake, it was really good.
So it replaces the eggs and the oil, right?
eggs and the oil,
And those
yes.
things are hard to come by when you know, you
So,
have to
I mean,
survive
so
off
it worked.
pantry.
I was just really, I really liked that. And so many townships I found were doing that, especially up north in the Gary area.
I like it. Okay, well, we need to be getting together then. Perfect, beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, just for a fireside chat. I make a motion that this October 1st meeting be closed.
Wait, do we
I'm
need to
sorry.
pick the next day?
That's what I was gonna say, and should we pick another
Okay.
day?
I would love that, yeah.
Yeah,
I think so too. I think that's really good. Especially since some of us tend to fall downstairs and do other stupid things. Yes, Rick?
you want me to talk about it or just the fact that it's up there? No, what that actually is, I forgot I left it up there, is that's for Brownsburg High School. There's DECA, which I guess is a program for the high school kids. That, you know, to help them with business classes and stuff like that. And this, a couple of girls approached us and asked to, you know, if we could let them borrow our facility, put on a program, see how, you know, revenue and everything's generated. So, yeah. But like I said, the theater loves opening the door to allow these things. So.
You're just gonna have to push for popcorn.
I can't during our meetings.
I know, I was just
I
kidding.
can't even do it for free, so I thought about it.
So when do you foresee that we'll have some business that we'll need to attend to?
I thought we have to have one at the end of the year, don't we? Or is
We
it the
will
beginning?
in December because we'll do the nepotism and the contracts you know, where we have to do the affidavits as
Yes.
the board. And that might be a good time just to make sure you don't have any additional appropriations or anything that you need, you know, anything
No, and-
else to tie up.
And along those lines, if there's something else you would like to see, because like I said, the allocations are vague and there may be programs or things that you'd like to get in, let's, you know, now's the time to talk between
Well,
now.
I'd like to look over the contract
Yep,
for the cemetery.
agreed.
In fact, if it's just south, that's okay, but I would like to look at,
Well, we can get you all of them. So,
So maybe December. So
That's
what's
what I
that
was gonna
looking
say.
like for
I'll be
everybody?
back from Mississippi the first week in December.
Okay,
I'm leaving the first week in November. I'll be back the first weekend in December.
Wednesdays work well for me, if they
Okay.
work well for everyone else.
yeah, it's December's, well, the 24th is a Wednesday, so that,
Probably not that one.
yeah, and the 31st. So,
Yeah.
so we got.
how about the 10th? I have kind of a conflict on the 17th.
10th? I'm fine with
That's
10.
fine.
December the 10th.
Yeah,
At 5?
yeah. Does that work?
And it'll be here at the Royal Theater again, December 10th at 5 PM. Perfect. Okay.
Right.
Bill, I want to thank you for having it here. Especially, you know, if we have other people in attendance, our room is kind of small. And I'm
Well,
claustrophobic and I like this big room.
Yeah, and, you know, we've got it full of boxes right now too, so we've cleaned up and sorted quite a bit, so not 100%, but we're almost there. And you're right, it's just too small. So, nice.
All right. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn until our next meeting, which will be, December 5th,
10th.
10th,
5 p.m.
at 5 p.m. at the Royal Theater.
Great. I second. All those in favor say aye.
I
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you.